Cameron Diaz has said, for instance, everyone gets cheated on at some point.
Yeah.
Are you standing by this?
Yeah.
She began dating actor Jared Leto.
This was the first relationship that Cameron decided to keep close to her heart.
You and Justin broke up.
Yes, when you care about somebody, you just want them to be happy, and that's what we both are now.
Jude has made it a priority to spend time with her by taking her out to several dinners.
A-Rod with his lovely girlfriend, Cameron Diaz.
Diddy was even quoted saying that he regretted breaking it off with Cameron Diaz.
Cameron is reportedly getting cozy with Elon Musk.
Benji and I we're just so happy.
Cameron Diaz has an interesting dating history in Hollywood, from people like Diddy to Justin Timberlake to Bradley Cooper. She has been in some complicated relationships, and we're going to unpack them all. So let's get into it. A lot of you guys were shocked when I revealed that Cameron Diaz once dated Diddy, so I thought it'd be a good time for us to go through some of Cameron Diaz's relationship because she has quite the roster. Keep in mind, she is happily married to the guitarist from the band Good Charlotte, and his name is Benji Madden. So don't worry, Cameron is happy, but it took a long time to get to this point. From pop stars and fellow actors to professional athletes and models, the actress who rose to fame with her role in The Mask has had relationships with several famous and handsome men both inside and outside of Hollywood. She kind of reminds me a little bit of like Taylor Swift-esque, where she's dated a lot of hotshots, but they ended up treating her badly. I mean, even if you're a star in your own right, it doesn't exclude you from the bad parts of a relationship.
Cameron Diaz has said, for instance, everyone gets cheated on at some point.
Yeah.
Are you standing by this?
Yeah. I'm just saying that there's a moment in everybody's time where they feel that they find that somebody has betrayed them at some level. Betrayal. Is that more comfortable for people? It's okay if you did. Everybody gets cheated on.
Let's start off by talking about Cameron's ex named Carlos. Carlos de la Torre is actually a video producer, and she met him for a photo shoot back in 1990. This was before The Mask and her big stardom, so she was doing a promo shoot for LA Gear. At the time, Cameron confessed to being infatuated with Carlos, telling people that she spent an entire day trying to meet to talk to him. The pair went on to have a pretty long relationship and dated until 1994 when she hit it big in Hollywood. There's actually a video clip where she talks about being nervous for a role, and there's some assumption that she's nervous because she had a crush on that producer.
I didn't think that I was going to have any chance at the lead. They liked me and they said, "We really like you, but we want to see you like this." And they held up one of my modeling pictures. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. Only thing I thought about was when they were going to make their decision. I go to him when I need a little bit of help say I have to go in and read for something and I just need a little guidance. He's been great. He keeps my confidence up, and that's what I go to him for, to help direct me a little bit in my instincts. He helps me run with it.
Now, after Cameron's 4-year-long relationship with Carlos ended, she moved on to Matt Dillon. They dated in 1995 and were cast together in the movie There's Something About Mary, which we see this happen often in Hollywood, where there are some stars that come together for a production. They're together for a few months while they're filming, they start a relationship, and as soon as the film comes out and the promo is over, they are done. Sometimes it seems like it's planned, like a PR relationship. However, they broke up shortly after filming the comedy movie. At the time of their split, Matt Dillon said, "I was dissatisfied with where I was as a man, with my relationships, with my career. I thought my career was who I was. It wasn't until later that I discovered I was more than that, and Cameron was a muse for me." Now, there's an interview that she did around this time that she was dating Matt, and she discussed how she was in relationships and with like dating men. I'm gonna go ahead and play that clip.
Do you think in real life that you're a little bit more together about men than your character is in the movie?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that I handle men much differently than my character does, yeah. I think that I do have a good sense of, I'm better with relationships than this person is, I think, in all around, be it man, or, romantic or not. But yeah, she's definitely got some issues.
Now, one person I was surprised to see that Cameron had dated was Jared Leto, because he's an interesting man. We've talked about his cult-like behavior and other bizarre things he's done before on my channel. These two tried their best to keep their relationship under wraps, but Cameron and Jared were often the talk of tabloids in the early 2000s before breaking up in 2003. Now, there were even rumors that these two were engaged. I mean, they were dating from allegedly 1999 through 2003. We're actually not sure why they broke up, because they never really talked about their relationship in the first place. After their split, Jared Leto was linked to several famous women, including Scarlett Johansson, Paris Hilton, Miley Cyrus, and Angelina Jolie. Jared has spoken about why he hasn't been able to commit to anyone, saying, "I'm too obsessed with my own creative ambitions and my own goals," which is giving a little bit too much ego for me to handle. I mean, I can't imagine dating him, especially as another celebrity. He must be a little bit too obsessed with himself, which good for you, Jared. At least you recognize it.
So when she began dating actor Jared Leto from My So-Called Life, the actress kept it under the radar.
This was the first relationship that Cameron decided to keep close to her heart.
She felt like she was being exposed, you know, the more and more famous she got. When interviews rolled around when she was with Jared, she would constantly, you know, say, I don't want to talk about that.
I do think that that was just a relationship taking its course. Neither last and they don't. And that relationship was longer than some marriages.
Now, after Jared, Cameron did have a brief fling with a guy named Robbie Williams. He is a singer, and they were spotted partying together in Los Angeles. Although their relationship was never confirmed, it certainly created buzz in the tabloids. But they ended up breaking up, and Robbie moved on, and he married his wife, an actress named Ida Field. Now, Justin Timberlake is an interesting guy in the mix, because Cameron had dated him before too. Now, they started dating back in 2003. Cameron and Justin had a highly publicized romance. After meeting at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, out of everywhere, the pair went everywhere together. Cameron even joined Justin on tour at one point. Now, they were together for a while, up until 2003. They put out a statement, "We have in fact ended our romantic relationship and have done so mutually and as friends, and continued love and respect for one another." And even though they did break up, it wasn't like a Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake kind of breakup. They actually worked together on a few different projects after they had broken up. They did 2 movies, Shrek 3 and Bad Teacher, together, so at least they could be civil.
All right, so let's really talk about it.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so you and Justin broke up,
yes,
which was very sad and very depressing for a lot of us.
I think that, I'm sorry.
It hurt.
I know it hurt.
It hurt me.
You know what, though, we can still play poker.
All right,
Would
all
you,
right.
You know?
You'll still take my money?
Yes,
all right.
Take your
So now, but you must be friends, because I have not seen the pictures, but everybody's saying at the premiere, you and Justin saw each other, and it was huge news that he came over and kissed you on the cheek, and everybody went nuts, and that's the moment?
There it is.
Wow.
I love how people just expect people, when you break up, to just hate each other. But you know, the great thing is that Justin and I have lived extraordinary lives. And we had a wonderful opportunity to live an extraordinary life together for a period of time. And now we live an extraordinary life, not the same way together, but we're still in each other's lives in that way that, you know, when you care about somebody, you just want them to be happy, and that's what we both are now. So
that's
really,
great. So you're happy and he's happy, and y'all are, that's great.
Life is amazing. There's nothing not to be happy about.
In my opinion, I feel like their relationship is a little bit PR-y. Like, it seems like there are some publicists working together, and maybe they agreed to this for the mutual stardom. I mean, there wasn't like a lot we really got from that relationship besides a bunch of red carpet moments. Now, Cameron Diaz and Jude Law were reportedly involved in a brief romance while filming The Holiday back in 2006. They had their on-screen chemistry, which I'm talking about this, people. Like, if you are ever dating an actor or an actress, you go with them to that movie. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, hopefully you would have the financial ability to leave, but like, I can't imagine sending my partner away for months and then they're with their like on-screen love interest and they just fall in love and then you're done. It's like the Ariana Grande. There's so many more. I mean, I can't even go through them, but yeah, it's definitely a problem in Hollywood. The actors moved on from the rumors and pursued other relationships, leaving fans to wonder what could have been.
In 2007, a source familiar with the matter revealed the following information to the now defunct British newspaper, The News of the World. The information was that this week, Jude has made it a priority to spend time with her by taking her out to several dinners and simply hanging out with her. While working together, Diaz and Law developed a strong friendship. Diaz and Law are frequently communicating with one another through phone calls and text messages. Both Cameron and Jude have logged a significant amount of hours in each other's company. During a private dinner hosted at his residence in North London, he even took the time to present Cameron to his children. Not only did Diaz and Law appear for a casual meet, but to have what appeared to be a late-night dinner together in London in 2009. Whatever chemistry they had on screen must have swiftly died out off-screen, because Diaz was soon going to announce the news for another high-profile relationship the next year.
Now moving on to some of the athletes, because Cameron once dated a pro surfer. Now his name is Kelly Slater, and in 2007 it was speculated that she was dating him after the actress was spotted surfing with him in Hawaii. Despite being seen together on several occasions, surfing, playing golf, and having dinner together, he told people that they were just friends. But this was right around the time that she and Justin Timberlake broke up, so it kind of seems like a rebound. Reports claim that it was rumored that she flew to Hawaii after she and Justin Timberlake broke up, and he was going to help her get through this difficult time. So it seems like she never really took this guy seriously. He was kind of like a buffer, like a comfort zone. She'll fly off to Hawaii to hang out and get some cuddles while she gets over her ex. But then she moved on to Chris Angel, and I've heard some really bad things about Chris Angel. I interviewed Holly Madison, who dated him publicly in the past, and she's shared really terrible things about him. So I can't imagine Cameron being with him. This was back in 2007. A lot happened in 2007. Chris Angel is a magician and an illusionist, and they were hanging out in Vegas. Although Chris Angel denied rumors of a romance, he did give Cameron Diaz a shout out during one of his shows, saying, "I'd like to dedicate this to my girl Trouble, aka Cameron. I love you, baby." While the pair denied their relationship, Chris Angel was sued by his estranged wife, who claimed that he had an affair with Cameron. So Cameron saw the red flags, the wife was moving in with a lawsuit, and she was out of there, which is a good choice. After Chris Angel, Cameron had briefly dated a man named Tyrese Gibson, Bradley Cooper, of all people, Gerard Butler, and then she moved on to a guy named Paul, who was her next more serious relationship. It was a short-lived romance, but he is a British model, and they dated for a year in 2008 before breaking up in 2009. There are several photos of them cuddling and kissing, and they were not shy about their relationship, but Cameron refused to move to the UK. Quote, "Paul and Cameron were really into each other, and even marriage wasn't out of the question, but Paul wasn't getting much modeling work in the States." So it seemed like distance had broken up their relationship, which I totally get that. I can't do long distance, and especially the UK. While I love the UK and I had so much fun going 2 weeks ago in London, I don't know if I could live there, but I'll visit plenty. Love it.
During his stint in the spotlight, he enjoyed a 5-month romance with Jennifer Aniston and dated Cameron Diaz for a year. Relationships which propelled him even further into the spotlight and the global glare. In the midst of his modeling heyday, he dated Cameron Diaz from 2008 to 2009, showing their relationship status. Paul briefly lived with the actress at her LA home. Their busy careers and distance were blamed for the split, and just a year before that, he'd been seen with Jennifer for their fleeting romance. Speaking about the attention he received from the high-profile romances, he said, "It got intense. I'd be taking the bins out in an old tracksuit, and there'd be a guy with a camera in my face." He confessed to starting to fall victim to addiction in the darker side of fame. He said there were private jets, yachts, penthouses, mansions in Beverly Hills, incredibly beautiful women, incredible experiences all the time.
So it seems like this Paul guy knows how to get around with some of the Hollywood A-listers. Definitely major red flags. Now, it's often speculated that Cameron and Keanu Reeves shared a brief romance in 2009 after co-starring in the film The Private Lives of Pippa Lee. The two were spotted allegedly holding hands in Hollywood, sharing a romantic dinner, and although their relationship was never confirmed, the rumors have persisted.
Oh, Keanu was great. Everybody I worked with on this film, everybody was so focused and devoted. They're, really great actors. Vincent D'Onofrio, Dan Aykroyd, Delroy Lindo. Keanu. All these people it was so great to work with them because I learned so much from each one of them. They're so different in their techniques and in their abilities that it was sort of like, on the job training.
Another athlete that Cameron Diaz has been linked to is Alex Rodriguez. Now, he is a former New York Yankees player, and he had a brief but high-profile relationship with Cameron. They were spotted together at a Super Bowl party in 2010. The couple shared an on and off again romance until 2011, making headlines with their PDA and jet-setting vacations. While their relationship was never particularly serious, it did lead to some memorable moments, like Cameron Diaz feeding Alex popcorn during the 2011 Super Bowl broadcast. And here's that clip.
Alex Rodriguez very angry. He's furious about the video that we all saw during the Super Bowl. He's now gone, quote, ballistic. All right. So for those of you who haven't seen the video of A-Rod with his lovely girlfriend, Cameron Diaz, at the Super Bowl, here's the video in question that has A-Rod so angry.
They're all out tonight, not just Aikman and the Fox broadcasting booth, but there's John Madden. John Madden is actually texting somebody.
Just going to say, I wonder who he's texting.
President George W. Bush to his left, Laura, Alex Rodriguez, Cameron Diaz.
Reports claim that it appeared the stars were having a fantastic time with one another, especially during the summer of 2010. But it all ended rather quickly. Quote, "I don't like talking about my relationships, but I will tell you about CD," he said. "She's probably one of the greatest human beings I've ever met and just an amazing light." So, all these guys are really into her. And that includes Diddy, who I am ready to talk about. Cameron dated Diddy from 2008 until 2012, and he actually admitted that Cameron Diaz was the one that got away. Now, there was a witness out with Diddy, and they were talking about Cameron Diaz dating Benji Madden, who's now her husband. Diddy actually said if he could turn back time, things would be different, and he said that she was the sexiest girl in the world. Now, dating rumors of these two, Cameron and Diddy, started in 2008 when they were seen getting cozy at the Prince concert in LA. The pair had reportedly known each other for years, but their flirtatious encounters raised eyebrows that year. I actually made a TikTok about this. If you guys have not seen my TikTok, definitely go and follow it. I will link it below, but here's a little clip where I talk more about this. Here's the real reason why Cameron Diaz quit acting. And it turns out to be all because of this man, Diddy, because Cameron Diaz and Diddy were once in a relationship. Now, I don't remember this happening, but Diddy was even quoted saying that he regretted breaking it off with Cameron Diaz. This blind item reads, "This former A-list, mostly movie actress took a long break from acting. She says it's because of PTSD from her relationship with the producer, wannabe rapper, Diddy." I don't know how I missed this, because we've talked about Cassie, we've talked about J-Lo, and now we've got Cameron Diaz. I mean, a lot of people have been left traumatized after Diddy, so I wouldn't be surprised if Cameron Diaz is another victim. Especially because she dated him for 4 years, and we've seen him be rough and violent with every girlfriend, so I don't know why she would be an exception. Tom Cruise sparked dating rumors with Cameron Diaz after he split up with Katie Holmes, which I'm like, oh no, Cameron, stay away from Tom Cruise. After Tom's divorce, he was deeply saddened, but then he started hanging out with Cameron Diaz. A source told Life and Style that Tom attended Cameron's 40th birthday in London, where the two also had a secret date. It was a beautiful setting, fabulous food, and a happy occasion. The source said the perfect sparks to ignite the flames of a new romance. According to Tom and Cameron, there's absolutely no truth to the claims that they dated each other, and it's a rumor that they've continued to deny. So did they really date? And if they did, I mean, why would it be such a secret?
I apparently had spent my birthday with, celebrating it with Tom, and we, that we're dating. The night before my birthday, I went downstairs to have a bite to eat in the hotel. Tom and Connor, his son, were having dinner. They all invited me to sit next to him because apparently they still like me as a friend. I sat down with them, had dinner at midnight. I went, "Oh, I'm 40, yay." Everybody's like, "No way, let's take a picture." Took a picture. Hadn't seen Tom for weeks, when all of a sudden, and I still haven't seen him since my birthday, we're apparently dating.
Someone I did not expect to see on Cameron's roster is Elon Musk. Elon Musk and Cameron Diaz were rumored to have dated back in early 2013. They actually met at a Tesla Motors event where she purchased one of his electric cars. They shared several dinners and spent time together in Los Angeles, but it was a short-lived fling. Even though it wasn't a serious relationship, it got a lot of press because Elon is such a powerful and rich and interesting guy.
The Charlie's Angels star is shedding her wings for a dot-com billionaire. The 40-year-old actress is so into settling down, she even asked for help from workout video guru Jane Fonda. Jane told her to brush up her intellectual abilities, and it seems to be working. Cameron is reportedly getting cozy with Elon Musk. The duo met when Cameron bought a car from him, and Elon has been flying from Palo Alto to LA to see her every week. A source dished, Elon thinks Cameron is gorgeous. He personally sold her a Tesla earlier this year, and they were flirting up a storm the whole time. Elon's completely different from the previous guys she dated.
That brings us to Benji Madden. Cameron and Benji kicked off their whirlwind romance back in May 2014. They were introduced by Nicole Richie. The couple instantly hit it off, sparking engagement rumors by December of that same year. In a top secret ceremony at her Beverly Hills home, Cameron and Benji were married on January 5th, 2015. After a short yet passionate 7-month courtship, the couple had 2 children together, Radix and Cardinal. Now, Benji Madden had previously dated actress Sophie Monk and Paris Hilton, so he wasn't, new to this lifestyle, but they definitely worked together and built even more brands and businesses, including a clothing line called Maid Worn. I don't even know what that is. But either way, it seems like they're in a healthy relationship, at least a lot healthier than she would be with Diddy.
It's something that ever happened to both Benj and I. We're just so happy.
Is he writing songs for the baby? He must be.
And now they're amazing. That's what I sing all day in my head are his songs to her because she just loves it. She just is like, looks at her daddy and she just loves him so much. She thinks he's the bee's knees. It's just, it makes my heart just want to explode.
So those are all of Cameron Diaz's relationships. I do have some honorable mentions, like in 2010, Adam Levine from Maroon 5 was seen out and about with Cameron Diaz. Supposedly they had a little fling, but it was short-lived like many of the others. And that's about it. I mean, I honestly think Cameron did the right thing by dating around and finding her true love. I think Jennifer Lopez could probably take a lesson from that, and a lot of people, including myself. Like when I was in a really long relationship, I just felt like I was not getting to know who I was or what I wanted. And now that I've dated around plenty, I feel like I know exactly what I want. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any other video ideas for me, my email is SloanWellKnown@gmail.com. So thank you for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.